Hey, good morning. So I've got something a little different for you today. Already drank my coffee. Yep, I had it mixed with hot cocoa again. It's like a hot cocoa protein drink. And that was breakfast. And now I thought, well, what will I do today? Because I don't have any commitments or appointments or anything. And I thought, I'm going to work some more on the art stuff that I've been doing, but I have not been doing it for creativity's sake. I've been doing it for relaxation. Okay, now I want to show you this. This looks like really impressive, at least it does to me. Kind of looks like a parrot, doesn't it? But you know what? This is how I did it, and that's what I'm going to show you today, because I didn't do this. I didn't have in mind, oh, I'm going to make a parrot and make all kinds of patterns. No, I'm going to show you how it's done. And you're not always going to come out with something that looks like something. Oh, let me show you, for example. I'll show you some past ones. And now, what this is about, this video this morning, it's about dealing with anxiety, okay? So, see, I started out just making little doodles here, and it was kind of practice for making different patterns, and I thought, I don't particularly care for it. So then, and that was like, quite a while ago. Then I saw a thing online where if you draw a zigzag and then just connect with lines and put little patterns in. So I did that, and I thought, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then I tried this. I made some big, just swirly lines on the page, and then I started filling things in, okay? And see, it looks like something, you want to look at it and everything, but I'm going to show you how I did it. Here's another one, okay? All righty, now, here's one I started, but I didn't really like the looks of it. So I just, you know what? I just stopped doing it, and I started something new. And the new one I started, I thought, well, let me try to work on sort of similar patterns and little loopy things. So I did that, okay? Then I did this one. Didn't really like it. So, you know what I did? I went on to another one. Now, how did I do this? Okay? I made some, swirly lines that crossed each other, some curves. And then over about a week or a week and a half, I'd come back and I'd make some shapes. And then I thought, oh, I'm going to color some stuff in. And I'd make some more shapes. And honestly, all I was doing was filling in like one large shape on the thing at a time. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing now. So I decided, okay, I made some lines across the page, and then I started making swirly things. Now, listen, I'm not quite sure how to show this. Here. I have a tendency to want to plan things out and do things a certain way. But the reason this is good for anxiety is when you have things divided up, whether it's in curves or whatever, or, linear like this, you have to work on just one section at a time. So my only problem is picking colors. So, all right. So what kind of shape do I want to make here? I always kind of like, here, let's do this. Now I'm using these Sharpie markers because they don't, if you sweat on them or your hands are damp or something, they're not going to smear. And also, they move smoothly on the paper. So the fact that they move smoothly on the paper makes it pleasant to use. And I don't make too many shapes that are the same, because then that gets aggravating. So, and I'm not that good at controlling my hands. So, and you know, you turn things around when you need to. So all I'm doing is I'm concentrating on making these little shapes. And let's see, you know, and I don't have any plan to it. I'm just, oh, let me try this. I think of little things to try, but you don't have to think of things to try. You can just, you know, do whatever comes into your mind. And like the one that looks like a parrot, well, it just happened to end up looking that way. I had absolutely no plan. Just like this, I was simply working on one area at a time, and that's all I was thinking of. And for me, that's a good thing, because I tend to overthink. I tend to look at something and I get a plan in my head. And I think, oh, okay, this could be whatever. And let's see, how could I do that? And oh, if I change that and put that, that's what I need freedom from. That's the kind of thing that makes me anxious, is all of this overthinking and planning and golly. So the fact that I'm working on one little section and I'm not trying to accomplish some bigger thing, I'm just working on a small area and just letting my hand flow along, is actually very calming. It's limiting me so that my thoughts are not pinging all over. Now, you know what? Let me say hello to Keitsa and to Josh. Josh is watching from Australia, where it is 11:35 p.m. So here it's Saturday, February 17th at 7:35 a.m. So, Josh, is it the 17th where you are? Or is it the 18th or the 16th? It's very... Anyway, if you can, let us know. Anyhow, so lots of times we tend to think, oh, you know, I just need to be free. I just need to relax. And you don't think in terms of, I need limits in which to function. Because that, you know, seems like it's against being free. But if you do have constraints on your thinking, even your vision, the sounds that you're hearing, like I have it quiet. Sometimes I'll put music on. Sometimes I'll listen to an audio book while I'm doing this. But I keep things simple. Oh, golly, I guess some people maybe have noisy households. Maybe you have a lot of kids or just other people doing things. Maybe you live on a busy street and there's a lot of traffic noises. So if you just concentrate on doing your little squiggles and shapes, that will focus you in and give you the constraints you need, in which you're not thinking about too many things and you can just kind of relax. Not a lot of decisions to make doing this sort of thing. So, oh, it's still the 17th in Australia for 25 more minutes. Okay. So Keitsa says, oh, you're so talented when it comes to arts and crafts. I am, but this kind of thing, anybody can do. Now, I've got that page here. Let me show you again. Okay. I've got it all, here we go, sectioned off. So I'm going to fill a lot of things in. But I'm going to do them like, I'm not going to sit here and fill this whole page right now. I may just leave it the way it is, come back later, come back tomorrow, I don't know. And then I'll do another square, you know, and see what happens. That's how it's relaxing, because I'm not trying to accomplish something. And for me, when I have done art and crafts in the past, my anxiety has fueled my creativity because I want to accomplish something. Okay, so I'm going to try this new thing, or I know how to do that, and I'm working on it, and I want to have a finished product. That's a lot of pressure to put on yourself, but that's how I did a lot of my art in the past. So now, this is art, right? But this is fun. This is relaxing. This is totally taking my mind off of having to produce something. So anyhow, I wanted to share that with you because it really helps me to relax. I don't do well with, you know how they have those methods, lie down and think of a stream and think of your problems as their leaves dropping off a tree into the stream and just flowing away. That works for some people, okay? Or breathing works for some people. Actually, the breathing thing usually makes me more anxious, because then I start thinking, oh no, this feels funny. Oh my gosh, wait, what if there's a problem? I need to get out of myself, not further into myself. And this kind of thing, it's a little bit mindless in a way, in that, you know, you're not going towards a certain goal, but you're just in the moment. I'm in the moment when I'm doing this stuff. So anyway, this might be helpful to you or to someone you know, and I wanted to share it with you because, you know, I like to share things that are good for me anyway. It might be good for other people too. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later.